All right, what's good?
Yes, sir. How you living, man?
Pretty good, man. For the people who don't know you, introduce yourself and what it is you do.
My name is Pat Anthony. I'm a musician. I guess just creator overall. You know, whatever needs to be created, I like to take part of it.
Hell yeah. I can relate.
Yeah, I feel that. I know you do. Yeah.
Where you from?
Westwood, Colorado.
Westwood?
Yes, sir.
Where's that at?
Basically right over off Sheridan and Morrison. Small little area. Yeah, Sheridan Morrison, Denver.
I'm gonna be honest, I never heard of it until I heard your name.
Yeah?
For real?
Yeah, man. It's tiny. I was showing my girl the area of it, and it's real small, man. It's like probably like a 15-20 block area, you know.
Man, I'm from the east side, so it's kind of the same.
Yeah.
East side a little bigger than that.
Yeah. No, definitely a lot bigger. You guys have a lot bigger area, smaller little sections, right? Yeah. We're just like one little section, just rocking it out.
Westwood.
Yes, sir.
That's why he was Westwood Pat for a while.
Yeah. That's still my Instagram handles, all that, yeah, but
hell yeah.
They wouldn't let me change to Pat Anthony because I had to fucking keep that shit, because unfortunately it's more popular than Westwood Pat. I had to keep it. Some bullshit though. I was like, I wanted to change, but they wouldn't let me.
Shit, it might be for the good though.
Yeah, it worked out.
So shit, what schools you end up going to over there?
So I went to Mullen actually with football. Yeah.
You played football at Mullen?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was all right. I was cool.
How old are you?
I'm 30.
Did you play with Josh?
Josh.
Ford?
Yep. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
That's my dog.
He was a little bit older than me. Yeah.
Yeah, Mo.
Yeah, Mo. Yeah, he was a beast. I played with AD.
Yeah.
Malik McKinney. Yeah, just a whole bunch of dogs. They were all beasts out there.
Well, shit. How was your childhood in Westwood?
It was cool, man. I mean, growing up in Westwood, it's interesting. I mean, it's definitely a poor area, but a lot of our parents were kind of hustlers, so we really didn't notice we were poor until you grow up and you kind of see where you know, we're living at. You drive by and you're like, God damn, that thing's tiny as hell, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, you really don't notice, but yeah, it was cool though. A lot of late nights running around till the street lights came on, you know. A real childhood. It was fun, man. I loved it.
Typical.
Yeah, it was super
pure childhood.
Exactly, yeah.
Fucking love it. You got any siblings or, you know?
Yeah. I got an older brother. Yeah, not too close with them. Just a little bit older than me, obviously. Just kind of different lives. But yeah, I got an older brother.
All right, bet.
Yeah.
Shit, when you ain't making music, you know what I'm saying? What do you do?
Shit, I just be chilling, honestly. I like record people in my studio, shoot videos, create content, smoke weed, chill with my girl, play with the dog, the cat. You know, just typical stuff, you know, just really just chilling, living life.
Hell yeah.
It's one thing I've been trying to do lately, just learning to like enjoy it. You know, you're a creator, so you get it.
It's a struggle, bro.
Bro, like, I don't know, it's so hard for me to like sit back and relax, right? And like not think of like, yo, I gotta get this and this done. And like, okay, when I get that done, then I got nothing on the slate. How am I, oh, so it's all over right now. I ain't got nothing left. It's like, you know, you're just thinking the next thing's gonna be the end of it, right?
Yo, do you ever get a feeling of emptiness when you accomplish some shit?
Yes.
Like when the album's done and it's out, it's like, now I'm depressed because I'm not working towards nothing.
Yeah, it's just kind of like, it's a combination of being depressed because there's nothing there, and then also the unknown of like, okay, I just roll out. Is it gonna do well?
Yeah.
Are people gonna receive it? Are they gonna feel the same as I felt when I created this piece of art, right? Because I think that's what we all want as artists, is like them to relate to us, how we felt when we made that piece. So it's just kind of, I don't know, yeah, it's a lot of anxiety, I guess you could say.
Man.
Yeah,
we on the same level, bro, because I drive myself crazy.
It's rough out here.
But it's worth it at the same time. It is,
yeah. I'm my own boss. I get to do what I want. You know, I get to work out when I want. I get to, yeah, just if I need a vacation, I gotta work a little harder and then plan it out, but I can do it, you know. I don't gotta ask nobody, like, can I take the day off, boss? Like, no, I just do what I want.
Vacation time and all that shit. Speaking of working out, man, I've noticed, everyone noticed you lost a lot of weight. So talk about that. Like, what prompted it? How was the journey, and how does it feel now to be? I love
talking about this because I remember the moment that I was like done. I pulled up to the studio and I tried to get out of the car, and I had like an Impala. You have an Impala. Yeah. So, you know, they're a little bit lower, right? Like, my big ass, like, bro, I got out and I like couldn't get, and I had to grab the side of the door and then whoop, and then put my, and I was just like embarrassed. Nobody was there. It was just myself. I didn't like myself at that moment. I was like, I remember getting in the studio and I was like, man, fuck this. I'm tired of this, blah, blah, you know, just like yelling. I was like, all right, cool. And then right in my session, I had some running shorts in my trunk and I just put them on and just started running in the neighborhood by the studio.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, I just like kept running and running and running and running, and like just like
that's a Forrest Gump shit.
You just never stopped. Yeah. I just like kept running. Like every time I had downtime, because I was single, you know, I just got out of a relationship, you know, like a couple years prior to that, but I was just getting to the point where I was like coming out of that depression, right?
Right.
And I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna go and just work out. And I ended up working out just because I was dedicated to it, you know. And now I'm at the point where I'm able to eat the foods I want, but I'm like, I gotta make sure I work out every day, because it's not just a physical thing, it's more of like a mental thing. Because food addiction is a real thing, because like depends on how you cope with your feelings and how, you know, I same exact way, you know what I'm saying? Same exact way. I just definitely found comfort in food, because when I was younger, my parents worked, you know, jobs all day, and then they both went to night school, so like I was like cooking for myself a lot. So I really didn't learn nutrition, or, you know, we grew up in Westwood, which was like a food desert, so the things we had available was like ramen, you know, Spam and eggs, made a lot of that shit, like candies like Reese's and Almond Joys, you know, just like all this shit you can get as a child at that time, where my parents had, they could like give me that, and that's what we had, so that's what I ate, you know. But like it's just kind of breaking those habits, and that was really my journey, just kind of like, okay, well, I notice when I like get upset, I kind of like want to go grab food. Why is that? You know, it's really weird. It's this like, and people don't understand, who don't have these food addictions, how hard it is to break that.
Dude, we the same person.
I fight it to this day, you know what I'm saying? Like even today, like I worked out, I didn't really want to work out, but I had like a little bit of sweet too, so I got some sweet shit, and I was like, man, I was like, all right, I just gotta do some shadow boxing for like 15 minutes real quick before I do some shit, you know? And it's just like, it's annoying, but you gotta do it if you're gonna enjoy certain parts of life. Then you gotta put that work in, man, you know?
Being a bigger dude myself, 100% relate. The food addiction is real, because I never been on no, I used to smoke weed, but I never been like a weed head like that, you know what I'm saying? Up to 10 years ago.
Right.
I ain't never did alcohol, never did nothing like that, never smoked cigarettes, but that fucking food, boy. That's why I'm gonna drop my own interview. But that food is real crack, man.
Bro, it is. It's just it's just
that sugar.
Yo, yes.
That sugar ain't the food, it's the sugar.
And the way I like cut a lot of the weight was going to carnivore diet.
It was just straight meat?
Just straight meat. I like did no bread, no pasta, no rice.
Yeah.
Rarely any vegetables. I usually cut up some jalapenos, throw it in there, and it worked. Bro, I dropped like the first probably 2 weeks, I dropped like 20 pounds.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it was nuts, because I was running. Mind you, I'm in a calorie deficit, and I'm running like 3 miles a day at the same time. You know, so I'm just shedding weight. You know, and then in my free time, I'm sitting there shadow boxing. You know what I'm saying? Throwing punches, and just like it just became a thing where like I gotta move. You know? Yeah, it's beautiful.
Well, shit. I'm proud of you, because I know how big you was before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, I was 325 pounds. That's when I weighed myself. I think I got over that person. I stopped weighing myself at some point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, I don't even want to look at this scale no more. You know, I was like, I'm just tired.
I was 325 recently, so.
You know how it is, though.
Yeah, I'm still on my journey. But
you're taller, though. You're a lot taller. What are you, like 6'1"?
I'm 6.
6 foot, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm 5'11", you know what I'm saying? Like, I got a whole inch, and that shit don't look the same, you know?
Man.
It don't look the same.
And you know, we big dudes, but it's like every big dude carry their bigness different. You know
luckily, I carried it well, but at the same exact time, it's just more so like when you have a smaller frame like that, not to say I'm a small guy, obviously, but like even that little inch difference, bro, it's like a lot. 325, you know, like that's a lot of weight to carry on that skeleton right there. Like it's crazy.
Like try to lift your own damn weight, you'll see.
Yeah, that's one thing. Yeah, when I'm like lifting, because I lifted like 50 pounds, I do like 45 inclines, and I'm lifting the 50 pounds, like 100 pounds, and I was like, damn, I lost like 125 pounds. So I was like, I'm lifting just under. I was like, and this shit's kind of heavy. I was like, and I was like, that's like the amount of fat I lost. So I was like, that's crazy to think about. That you're holding 250 pounds and like you lost more than that in like body weight.
Out of your body.
Yeah, it's like, what the hell? That's
Man,
like,
I seen this meme where it was like someone was holding like a pound of fat.
Yeah.
And that shit was like so fucking big.
It's huge.
Yeah, so it was like you lose a pound. It's an accomplishment in itself.
It is, man. It is.
To lose like motherfuckers losing 50 to 100 pounds. My heaviest weight was 420. So like just to lose over 100 pounds is like That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, when you get to those numbers, that's when it's like real dangerous. Because I was going, like I said, 325, and they told me I was morbidly obese, you know, that kind of thing. And it's just like, you're like, damn, that really means like you're like deathly overweight, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? Like, mind you, I've always been athletic, so I didn't see myself that way.
Because you could still move and
I played sports, I still moved. When I was 325, I was able to throw a high kick, like, you know, so I wasn't like not active, but I'd come home and eat whatever the hell I want. I eat tacos and fucking, then I throw in some Cheetos on top of that, that's some ice cream, then, you know, whatever I wanted, I didn't care. Because I was really just conscious of it, is really what it came down to. You feel me?
Oh shit. I'm glad the discipline got activated, you know what I'm saying? And you can...
It fails some days, man. It fails some days, but...
Some days.
I think that's life though, right?
Yeah.
I think, but like now I know when to pull it back. I'm like, okay, I need to kind of reel it in. I'm like, oh, these shorts that used to fit me kind of nice and perfect, a little bit higher than normal. You know, I'm like, I need to get this together. Let's reel this in. Let's reel this in real quick. I need to eat a couple salads the next couple of days and work out.
Man,
you know.
Understood.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna transition to music, man.
Yes, sir.
What or who made you fall in love with this?
I was thinking about that actually like 2 days ago. I was watching this podcast and they were talking about what sparked like what they did and like how they fell in love with what they do. And honestly, I just remember driving my dad and like he played a lot of like Casey and JoJo music and like Luther Vandross and like just like R&B type shit, right? And like I would just hear it and like I would try to sing it and I would have this little boom box and I would take these little cassette tapes and I would just record with like the other radio playing and I'd sing along with the song. I would sing the Star Spangled Banner. I mean, this is like at the age of like I think 4 or 5, and so I kind of was in love with it then. Then I would see just like people perform on TV and things like that, kind of fall in love with that. But it really came to the point where I had a music teacher. I think I was in 5th or 4th grade, and we had a talent show. And one of my teachers heard me singing, walking through the hallways. Because I always did that. I was into beatboxing and singing, and so you know, I think I was doing the Rozelle's "If Your Mother Only If Your Mother Only Knew," that fucking shit. And she was like, "Pat," I was like, "What?" She was like, "You need to sing in the talent show." And then my buddy Brian, shout out Brian Campbell, my boy, he actually joined the talent show with me and we sang Casey and JoJo Try. It was like the song. So I remember I was practicing it and like I stepped on stage and I was a nerdy kid, right? Like I was really introverted. And like I just got picked on a lot. I was really short. I didn't have a growth spurt until freshman year of high school, mind you. You know, I was like 5'8" freshman year of high school. You know, I was a little dude. And like, so I was just kind of like just in my shell. And I remember stepping on stage and we sang. And I remember seeing my teacher just like into it. And then everybody was just like locked in. And then when I stepped off stage, it was just a different world, right? Like people treated me different. People came up to me and like congratulated me. And like, it wasn't even the stardom, it was just more so being appreciated, being seen, right? I was seen. I was like, oh, I felt invisible before, but now if I have this, if I have something extra, I'm seen, you know? And so that was really what sparked, I guess to say, the dedication for it, right? The want to be better at it, you know. But really me falling in love with the process of it is when my brother passed away. I just locked myself in a room for a couple days, recorded a song for him, and just made it perfect, you know. And I remember like just listening to like the different nuances of like how I sang something low versus high, doing different notes, you know, really like studying the music itself and like trying to like, okay, I have all the time in the world right now. And it's not a thing I had at the time that was like a luxury, so I was gonna take advantage of it, right? So I was like, all right, I'm gonna lock myself in this room and just figure this music out and just like really hone in on like who I am as an artist. And I came with this song called Push, and it's got these real high notes. They're in the background, and it's like keep on moving and push, keep on moving, like really high pitched notes in the background. And I'm just sitting there struggling with it, and that's like really when I fell in love with the process. And I was like, yo, like I don't gotta make rap music, I don't gotta make just this music, I can make any kind of music. It was like an MGMT kind of vibe. If y'all don't know what MGMT is, that's like the whitest shit ever. Like I'm in Westwood, like we do not listen to that, but like I loved making that kind of music, and to this day that's why I make rock, rap, hip-hop, thrash, whatever the hell I'm feeling that day, I'm gonna make, you know. I make punk music, all that, no matter what it is.
So when did you know you had it? Like I'm dope at this shit.
I don't know if I even think that still to this day. Yeah, because there's like times where like I'll make something great, and you know, my girl who's like basically like my right hand. She's always there for me. She champions me in because she sees something in me, but like I think when you see yourself that way, it's almost like delusion. I don't think it's for you to say that, like, I got that shit. I don't think, people have come to me and like, yo, you're a goat, blah, blah, blah. But whatever that means, that's a thrown around term that's kind of overused, right? I think it's just like, I don't know if I got it. I don't know if I think at some moments we all got it right. Other moments we don't got it. I think like ideas are a wave. And like sometimes somebody's riding that wave like a motherfucker. And if you really hop on and you get lucky, then you got it. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't really ever feel like I'm accomplished or like I'm that dude, you know, I can do better than everybody else, blah, blah. Even though when I step in the booth and I do it, I'm like, yo, I'm about to kill this shit. Like, that's the confidence you got to have.
Yeah,
but I'm not going to be like, I think it's just cringy to be like, yo, I got it. That's just.
So then let me rephrase that. Describe those highs. Like, how does it feel when you know you made a banger?
Oh yeah, it's the highest thing you can ever feel. It's so high. Like, yeah. I remember when I got that first viral video on TikTok. Like, bro, like I can't.
That was gonna be my question too.
I cannot describe, bro. I cannot describe that feeling, cause like, you know how it is. Like, there's even this day I'll post videos and they flop. Like, you know, like it's just like, but like to be recognized at that scale where it's like my phone froze because there were so many notifications, and I went into like T-Mobile and I was like, what's wrong with my phone? Like, let's reset it. We'll just put it on airplane mode, and then they were like, oh, you have this notification on. It seems like you have like 200 notifications. I was like, what the hell is that? And like TikTok. I was like, TikTok? I ain't ever getting nothing on TikTok. Man. So we turned it off, I opened it, bro, and I refreshed. And it would literally just keep going. Comment 1 second ago, comment 1 second ago. And I was just like, holy shit. And you just see people just pouring their hearts out and making videos with your music, and just like that high that you get from that is a joy that I know not very many people get to experience on the level of creation. Like, they'll make a stupid song and like they'll dance to it, you know? And like, but like when you really put your heart into something and then like shot a video and like
at the receive it.
Yeah, the point before that I was a little bit like in a health crisis from my mental health, and you know, was thinking about ending things. You know, I'm sure you upload this to YouTube, so we can't say those certain words, but ooh, a whittle, you know what I'm saying? I was really thinking about doing certain things, and like when that popped off, I was just like, yo, I just never gonna feel this high again. And then like I upload another one and it did like not as good, but it still got like, you know, saying 100K, and I was like, yo, all right, let's do another one. And like 35, 50K, 25K, just kept going, you know, steadily. And I was like, yo, this is like a best feeling of all time. But like that shit drops off so quick.
You're right.
It's there for like 2 hours, and then like even though the views are still going up, you're like, damn, I gotta do it again. You're like,
it's like, now I gotta top it.
Like, fuck. That's gonna be old news in like 3 hours, pretty much, you know. Just like, I gotta do it again. So yeah, those highs are really high. They're beautiful, but the lows are like equally as low as the high. You feel me? Yeah.
Hard though. It's still a good experience to have.
It is. Yeah. I wouldn't change it for anything.
So you got any albums out?
Yeah. I have I'll call them EPs. I never really released a full-length album. I'm more into singles now, but I do have the Love and Drugs EP. It's a 7-song EP, and then I have the Play This When I'm Dead EP. I think that one's 7 songs as well, but everything else just singles. I think that's how I've built a name, is just being consistent on singles. Just like always releasing music, but also having like visuals or like good artwork behind it. Something like,
they could look at.
And like singing the song live, or you know, which is not easy. You know, you edit videos. It's time consuming. That shit sucks. It sucks. You know, like you sit there in front of a camera, you rapping to it, and then you gotta like put words on it, and you gotta edit it, color correct it, cut it up, figure out which angle you want to use because you have several takes. It's a lot of work, but you know.
How important is it to have the right producer and engineer when you are artist trying to perfect your sound?
Rephrase that, my bad. Say it again.
How important is it to have the right producer and engineer?
How important is it to have one?
Yeah. The right one.
The right one. Oh, okay. The right one. I mean, that's everything. That's everything. I mean, that's people don't really understand like the small nuances you got to understand to be like a good engineer. I've been doing this since I was 15. Like I just said, I'm 30. Like my dad went and like, it's a cool little story, just side note. He like went and collected cans for me one time and got me like a DJ set, right? When I was like 12, and I fucked around with the DJ set for a little bit. When I was 15, I sold it and I got me a whole setup. And so like even in 15 years though of mixing and having people from my high school come over, then starting a business and doing that for 5 years, you know, 15 years into this, I still have questions to this day. And that's why you see all the gray engineers or like some old white dude behind a board. You know, like, but like the engineer, writer, or producer, and artists out there really tend to shy away from like, oh, writer, blah, blah, write my own. But like artists out there, you are not going to be able to write a hit song. There's very few people that can't write a hit song. It takes practice, years and years and years of repetition of learning and understanding what people like and what keys work and what notes to hit and how to sing them and how to say the words. You know, there's just a lot of things that you need to learn, and it's okay. You can hire somebody for that because you can write your own verses. But that hook or like the music that needs to be produced behind it, the mixing, that's everything. You know, and that's one thing I'll notice that like a lot of artists that could pop that don't. It comes down to the mixing. Either the visuals, just a lot of it's low quality, you know. Right. And it just doesn't look like something you want to click on.
Taking that cheap route.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah.
What's more important, beat selection or subject matter?
Beat selection. I think subject matter can be a cool topic, but if you got a nice beat, you got some good melodies.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep going real, man. I'm not one of those like true like you gotta be an MC, blah blah. Nah, bro. I listen to Travis Scott. We listen to Coil Ray on the way over here. You know, like it's fun. Like music is fun. I don't like people who are like militant. Like I gotta be all lyrics. You know, subject matter. I listen to J. Cole and I listen to Coil Ray and I listen to 6ix9ine. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't give a fuck.
This is good music.
Yeah, just fun music. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
My mom's calling me.
But yeah, you good. What's your favorite artist or producer to collaborate with?
Oh, artist to collaborate with is probably my brother Chino, Shy City Chino. Yeah, it's just always vibes. We just always link up, just make something great. But also, I have like 1A and 1B. It would be my homeboy Jay Hurst too as well.
I heard of him.
Just like as artists collaborating, just like it's just super natural. They live out in New Orleans, and we go out there and make music, and it's just, I love it out there. It's just such a vibe every time. Producer though, my boy Age. You know what I'm saying? I can't. That's easy. That's a layup right there. Come on. That's a layup right there. Yeah.
What has been your biggest challenge in this musical journey?
Motivation. Like to stay consistent. It's not like easy at all. Like you gotta really mean that shit. You really have to mean that. Let me turn this off real quick, my bad. Let's see, okay. Biggest challenge in music, it's probably just been having the motivation to stay consistent, because like, you know, it's hard, it is. It's difficult. It's just like anything in life, you gotta push yourself to like do it. You know, that's just the hardest thing, because there's so many times, there's months and months and months where it's just like this lull of like nothing happening.
All right.
You know, the world's moving fast and like you feel like you're staying still, but like you finally catch on to something and something pops off and really happens, and that's kind of what keeps me going. But that's been the hardest like hump to get over.
What do you feel like is your most slept on piece of work? Whether it's a video, I know, a live performance video, or an actual song.
A song, If I Die. If I Die. The song If I Die. It's the lowest stream song I have, and it's about, bro, so I work really hard. You know how it is. You work really hard. You don't really sleep that much. Right. And my mom and just everybody around me was like saying, you need to really focus on your health, you know, or feel like you're gonna die. Yeah. And it's about my perspective of if I die, and me singing to my family from heaven, you know, and just like, it's such a good song. I mean, like, but it's slept on, and I get it, just because it's a weird subject. Yeah. It's a touchy subject, and it's maybe not one people are gonna like really dive into. But for me, that's just like one of those songs that I wrote, and I was like, yo, this just like, this sounds different. You know, from the hook to the drums in the background, it's got a progressive guitar on it. It's, you know, it's alternative music. It's not even like hip hop or rap. It's just like this song that just sounds like something you can hear on the radio. And it sounds fun and kind of upbeat. Because that's what I want. People, when I die, I don't want people to cry. Right. I don't want them to be sad, you know. I've done things, I get to live off and make music for a living and create, you know, for a living. Regardless of what, you know, that what we do, like, you know the percentage of people that actually do that and get to pay their bills with that? Do you know?
I never.
It's less than a percent, my dog. It's less than %.
And we in there.
We in there.
We in there.
We're in there. Think about all the people that you really know that really do it full time. Don't have like a side job. Don't like, you know what I'm saying? Like really do this shit full time. There's not very many. There's people that we know that have been doing this 20 years that still got a side job or a full-time job.
And it's crazy. It'd be like, and it's like a lot of big, popular people out here who still clocking in at that warehouse.
But I think that I attribute that to them not being able to be moldable, not being like water, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Because they're just so rigid and they don't know how to maneuver and do things, you know.
They want to do it like this, and it has to stay like this.
And they have to be an artist and only do artists, and they won't, you know. Like I said, when you ask me, who are you? What do you do? I'm a creator. I create, you know, whether you need help writing a song or taking photos or shooting a video, or I've always wanted to do movies, write scripts, you know.
That's what I'm going into next.
I feel you. We'll have to chop it up after this, you know what I'm saying? Because that's just something I've always been into, and I've always seen those things and just like, wow, you know, it's like, it's really cool. I think people are stuck on like, I gotta be the artist, I gotta be this. But I think when you can see everybody's perspective in a room and you've done everything, that's when you really like are seen different in everybody's eyes, right? Yeah. Everybody's looking at you in a way where they're like kind of, yo, he kind of like relates to me in a way that I don't relate to anybody that I've ever worked with that's an artist, you know? Just because I've been in your shoes, bro. I've been the guy shooting the video, but I've also been the guy that's recording a song, you know? But I've also been the artist that's been on the other side. So I can understand everybody's perspective and how to speak to people and how to get my point across, you know?
And that's a real advantage out here.
It is. Yeah, it is. I've noticed that a lot of people, I know people always talk about this day, blah, blah, which I love my city, you know, but I think we have a big problem with professionalism. People are really taking it serious, right? Yes. You know, because it's just, I don't know why though. I really don't. I've never understood that, because I just always been taught to like, when I say something, I'm gonna do something, I do it. You know, I stick to my word.
It's simple.
And business is no different. It's just an extension of life, right? We're just handling business amongst everybody, and everybody's making money. And you actually got to be more courteous and more respectful in that sense when you're having money involved, right? Right. So you got to be on time, be professional. You know, whether you run a studio, so you have people come here probably get too drunk, you know, or get belligerent to the point where they're on drugs, or you know, just like those kinds of things happen too often. Now, which I know music is gonna have people that are kind of the lower bottom because everybody feels like they can do it, right? But at the same exact time, when you have a city that's got potential, because we do have a lot of artists here that have potential, that's you know, that's really good. You know, they really are. But we just have people that just kind of lead them astray or give them bad advice, or they just kind of see themselves too big. They have an ego, and I think that's a big problem we have here is professionalism. You know, it's just not where it should be. People don't hold their word like they should. But I don't know, I really don't travel that much to other states. I've been to other states, so it might be a problem in other places too. But then again,
I honestly think it's universal.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. And I was thinking that it might be a bigger problem here, but I think there is those issues everywhere, right? Yeah. You know, I think that's just kind of a...
It's levels to this shit, man.
There is,
you know when you're dealing with the low level and you're dealing with the top level. You know, as soon as you walk in the room, you know.
Yeah, it's just the tension, the vibe. The want to be able to create something that's like meaningful, right? Everybody knows what they're there for. They have their job. Nobody's trying to hop over into another lane. You know, the fucking video guy's not saying like, you should put this line in there, you know, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
take the picture.
But how many times you have people, in the room, it's like, what do you think about this? You know, to like their girlfriend who they've been with for 2 weeks. Yeah. I don't give a fuck what that bitch thinks. Right. I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what your mom thinks. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's fine and all, but like, we're trying to create like a real song. And like when you're in like a professional room, it's all vibes. Everybody's having a good time, you know. But like we know we have a job to get done. You know, you can have fun and work at the same time.
But you know, it's serious. There's an undertone of seriousness.
Yeah, it's more like focus. I wouldn't say serious. More just staying focused and not like falling off track. And like it's cool to have fun, laugh, have jokes. There's always gonna be times like that. But like it's when you can't lock back in. You know, and like a serious moment, somebody hits a note, you're like, hit that again. You know what I'm saying? Hit that again. Oh yeah, we're gonna use that real quick. Let's hit that a couple more times. All right, we got it. You know, like back to the jokes real quick. You know, but it's like
the work's getting done. Man, in this music stuff, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I was thinking about that heavy too. You be asking me things I was like just contemplating recently. I do know I'll still be doing music, obviously creating. Hopefully by then I'll have a Billboard hit. That's just like I just want something on the top 100. Yeah. I'll take 200 even. You know what I'm saying? I'll even take 200. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Big, but I know that that's like the older I get, the more in the industry I am. I know that that's kind of like a facade. That's not really like it doesn't matter. That's like bought into. That's kind of a thing of the labels, and you know, you feel me?
It's like a look thing.
Yeah. It's more so like everybody's in that club and they're all signed to RCA or some shit like that. You know, they have some publishing company that was able to get them a word in, and now their singles listed as this. But how many, you know, artists that have songs on World Star that got 20 million views you ain't never seen? You know what I'm saying? You go there, check their Instagram and their Spotify, and they got millions of plays and views and likes, but you don't ever see them on Billboard, you know? So I know that's not like a good meter for success, but it's more so just kind of like my mom would like really appreciate that. Like the older generation that I grew up around really understand what that is, you know? Because you get like a viral video on TikTok or like YouTube or something like that, like that's cool, you know what I'm saying? But like you like have them like, oh, I got like a Billboard hit, and they're like, I've heard that before, you know?
Exactly.
You know, the Temptations were on the Billboard or some shit like that. You know, like I totally know what that means.
Super old.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, look, we're gonna transition to something that you recently dove into that I think you actually dope at. Because a lot of motherfuckers ain't dope at this shit. They just pick up a camera and be like, I'm gonna do it, and they don't really be that good. But you a videographer now. So
yeah, it was weird, right? That just happened. It was just because of
that's how it happened with me. It just fucking happened. I was rapping for 10 years and it just happened.
I just picked up a video camera and I was like seeing how other videographers do business, and I was just like, because like there's a lull like when you have in business, when you have a recording studio, you'll do decent, you'll make a good amount of money, but there's like just so much free time. And I like made like 30 songs in like 27 days. I think I'm good on music for a bit. Yeah. You know, so I was like, I need to like pick up something and make another revenue, you know, stream. Like videos, I used to shoot my own videos with a little hand cam, and I was looking at my old ones. I was like, oh, these are kind of nice. I was like, this is all right. And I got like a decent camera. I got Z30, Nikon Z30, but I got like a nice lens though. I got like a dope ass, you know, DX lens. That does.
That lens matter.
But once I got that, but even with the kit lens, I was doing all right. You know what I'm saying? I was doing all right with the kit lens. But like it just kind of picked it up, and I was like, I don't know. I think I could do better than everybody else out here. You know, like just kind of their business is terrible.
And that would be the main thing.
Bro, people be like, I got my video back in 2-3 months. I'm like, what? Or like, it's been 6 months. I ain't even heard from the dude. Like, I'm like, how are you even?
I would say doing this, that's what's got me most of, probably 9% of my customers. Yeah. I'm not the best videographer in the world. I don't shoot the best videos, but my customer service, the way I treat people, how quick I get them their product back, that's what keep them coming back. That's what keep them fucking with me. Yeah. Like you can have a $10,000 camera, but like you said, if you waiting 6 months and you ain't even talking to the motherfucker, it's like it's bad business.
And I like your humility. You are nice with it, by the way. You know what I'm saying? You are really cool. I love the humility. I appreciate it. But you are nice with it. You know what I'm saying?
On, man.
You really are. So it's just kind of like, but at the same time, yes, customer service is key.
Everything.
It really is. But I'm lucky I've dealt with people my whole life when it comes from that talent show all the way up to when I started the business, to when I was recording people in my parents' basement, you know, all that. So I've dealt with people and I know like what to say, what not to say, how they want their stuff, where I fucked up with other artists and clients, and like, okay, I won't do that again. You know what I'm saying? Like I was being lazy there. Now let's you build good habits eventually, and next thing you know, you got it. It's not like everybody's a great businessman up front. Honestly, everybody's terrible at first.
Right.
You don't know what the hell you're doing at first. You have no idea what the fuck you're doing. You know, you're just trying to figure this shit out, make some money, and feed your family. You know, that's all you're really trying to do. But at the end of the day, people get like big-headed. I've seen people who are videographers that act like they're celebrities. I'm like, bro, that's weird. Yeah, it is so weird. I've had videographers, I won't name them, you know what I'm saying, but they pull up and they like came to a video and they like didn't say nothing. Nobody talked to them. Like they didn't like want to be like friendly. There's in and out video. All right, I'll catch y'all later. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
oh, dude.
By the way, they were 4 hours late to the video. Keep in mind, you know what I'm saying?
I'm 30 minutes early.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting on you.
I feel you on that. Yeah, I feel you on that. Especially like, you know, I'm at this, I got to set up, I got to make sure the camera settings are right, all that. You know, you got to make sure everything's cool so they can hop in and just start filming. You know, if there's multiple locations, and that's a whole other thing. But, you know, it's just a lot of bad business. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to hop in here. I'm going to get some of this money too, you know, over here. I just like money, you know, it doesn't matter where you get it.
Look, I love it too.
Yeah.
All right. Probably gonna stop and start because I don't know what the fuck I typed right there.
So I don't know. Had a dyslexic moment or something.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that's like. That's it. I don't know. Like I played a joke on myself or something. Do you got any favorite clients to work with, like so far since you've been shooting?
Let me think. Favorite client. My boy Zeke, I've shot with the most. I think I've done 2 videos for him so far. I'm honestly only like 9 videos in, dog. Like,
man,
but like
I remember when I was.
It's fun,
man.
I don't have much time like all in between sessions and other things, so like I'll schedule them out. But like, I really haven't like had a client that's like repeat enough. You know what I'm saying? To like be like, that's my favorite client. You know, I really just like am to the point where I'm getting clients, and I want to get those clients so like I can actually set something up and like get the right look. You know, now I'm gonna be my own client. I'm gonna be doing my own videos, and that's just like a whole thing because I don't have a time limit. And there's videos I've had shot by other videographers, which I love them, you know, but I'm like, I think if I had more time and just kind of took my time with it, I would be able to do better.
And do it myself. Yeah.
And do it myself, do it cheaper, but at the same exact time have a better product.
Is there anybody you want to work with?
As far as like a
wish list? Like I could shoot that person a dope ass video.
No, I'm just having fun with videos, honestly. It's not even like my main goal. I think more so it would be collaborations with a certain kind of artist. That's really what it would be. Like a Stevie Nicks or some shit like that. Like some like real like
some crazy shit.
Yeah, bro. Like shit. I love Stevie, bro. Like no offense, baby, my girl's over here, but if I was a little bit younger, back in the day, you know what I'm saying, in the 70s, and she was around, that's my wife. Stevie Nicks is my wife. You know.
You got any particular goals with videography set yet?
No, not really. I think I just want to make cool shit.
That was me too.
Just cool shit. Just have fun with it, man. Like I love setting up the camera, and like the other day I was like doing a video and there was like a horizon. Yeah. And I was like just trying to get his shoulders just right below it, so the neck is just right in there, you know. And it came out perfect. I was like, yes, you know what I'm saying. But I remember like getting that excitement because I have the equal excitement when I'm in the studio or like at a show. But I get that like where I want to grab myself. I'm like, yo, this looks so cool. I'm like, okay, here we go.
That's the high right there.
Yeah, I love that.
Those little fucking moments.
I love it.
Where you shooting something and you know why you're shooting, like this is so fucking dope.
Yeah, you're like, this is gonna come out.
You ever catch yourself saying like, this is so fucking dope.
I just tell him, show my boy Pape. I learned a lot from him because I've shot videos with him just constantly.
Papes to go.
Papes to go. But I just like his energy. Yeah. And so I'll talk to the clients whether I'm like, keep moving, there you go. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I love that. You're beautiful. You know, and like just kind of get their energy, get them feeling good. Because that's one thing I noticed. And he's a high level. You know what I'm saying? He does things with ESPN, all that stuff, right?
So like, got high level energy too.
Exactly. And that's one thing I know when I'm in a videographer, you know, mode, and I got to be in that mode. I got to be just real high energy because that's like everything. How they're moving, how they're accepting like the shots, and how they're kind of just like in the mode, right? That's everything.
Shit. Yeah, you speaking my language right now, man. All right. The bulk of the interview's over. We talked about your upbringing. We talked about your weight loss journey. We talked about music. We talked about videography. Is there anything my questions didn't cover that you want to say before we get into some random crazy shit?
Just enjoy life. Not everything's about being great. Not everything's about having your name out there. Sometimes it's okay to like sit back and like drink coffee or some shit. I don't know, whatever you fucking do. I smoke weed, it's nice. But if you drink coffee, whatever you do, relax you. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy life. We're here at 80 to 90 years if you're super lucky.
Right.
Usually it's about 65, 70.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So enjoy this shit. Just enjoy this shit.
Bet. All right, so this next section of the interview is pretty much some random questions.
Okay. Shoot 'em.
Favorite place to record?
Switchboard Studios.
Talk about Switchboard. I know I didn't cover something. Talk about the fucking studio.
Yeah, it's really back. Yeah, Switchboard Studios is a beautiful place, man. It's got a special vibe. It's haunted, but in a good way. You know, there's good spirits there. It's very unique. I've never seen a studio like it. It's all wood. It's like an actual like old school horse barn. And we renovated it into a studio. And I really believe that wood and everything in there attributes to our good sound. It's not like these like plaster walls and you know what I'm saying, the boards in between, just like it's straight solid wood with like wood chip insulation. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like this old school building. It's beautiful though.
Like that. I've been in there, but I didn't know it was like that.
And like, it's majestic, bro. Like, it's right in the middle of like Lakewood, but like there's all these trees around it. And like at night you go out there. That's why I got this tattoo of this owl right here. And came out at night, and there's always just one flying back and forth, and you'll see like just like hawks and just like birds whistling. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's one of the best places I've ever been, and I will always keep it open no matter what I gotta do. No matter what I got. If I gotta sell everything I have, I will keep that place open. And I have been homeless to keep that place open, so I know that's a fact. I know it's a fact.
Shit.
Yes.
Yeah, I fuck with the place. I like the vibe when I went in there. I shot a video for
who was it for?
Cause we used the booth.
Everybody loved the booth, yeah.
Mid Official.
Yep.
We shot in the parking lot too.
Yeah, shout out Mid, yeah.
Yep.
Mid's a good guy. I like him.
Hell yeah. Your best performance, describe that. That feeling, that night, that how everything was just perfect.
Oh, I already know off bat which one it is. I was actually, dang, what was her name? There was a promoter back in the day, but she was like, had like a lesbian group, you know what I'm saying? They were like a lesbian like rap group. Like they were fucking dope though. They were dope. Like some like butch ass, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they were cool though.
Flannels all this shit.
Yeah, bro, like yeah. Look, lumberjacks with dreads and shit, you know what I'm saying? Just like, wow. But they brought me to a show, and it was at this venue right next to Voodoo Donuts. You know where Voodoo Donuts is?
Colfax.
Yeah, like the upper area though, like more downtown area. It's
I don't know.
Yeah, Voodoo Donuts is like a little bit further up. It's like, I think it is Colfax, but it's like way up there. You know what I'm saying? Like smack dab, like Middletown.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but we went in there, and I was like, I don't know about this show. And then like some dude went up, and there was a girl singing. Everybody was like not having it. And then I went up, and I had a song at the time called Fucked Up Like Ya, which was a joke, by the way. I recorded this song on acid. It was a song called Fucked Up Like Ya, and I was just joking, and I was like, what if I did a song that like, I wore sunglasses that night in the video, and there's like wind blowing, and like I'm just like the typical rapper, and I just like say like the easiest song, and it was just, you done fucked up like ya.
I remember that.
And like, I remember like, that was my first song that picked up in the city that people like knew about that, and I remember I stepped on stage, and the girl that was like the leader of the group was like, I know y'all heard this song, been pushing it in the city real heavy. I haven't seen somebody push a song this much in a long time. And I stepped on stage, and I dropped it, bro, and like everybody just like fucking started jumping, and I was like,
oh shit,
I was like, what the heck? And I remember the manager of that one girl that was singing, I remember just looking back, and he was in the middle of the room like this, just
like motherfucker.
just like mad, bro, just talking like under his breath. I remember laughing so hard, but like it was just, everybody was jumping, and they were just like had their phones out. There was people from different states. It was just a really good look, and I actually like retained a lot of fans through that. It was really a really good look, and it was fun. It was so fun.
Dream collaboration musically.
Current artist. There's so many damn good artists. But I really feel, just because I always get this comparison, would be Post Malone. Just I always get that comparison constantly, and I get it. It's like a guy with long hair that sings over trap beats. I get it. You know, it's easy to compare because I like to think at least I'm unique, right? This goes back to like, do you think you're great or whatever? But I think I'm unique, you know, in a way, and I think us together would just be some crazy shit. But then again, anything he does by himself is crazy shit. So if you take me out of the picture, it really don't matter, you know. But I love to work with him. Yes.
Post Malone's dope, man.
Yeah.
I actually was watching a Post Malone concert when I went to Texas. I wasn't at the concert, but I was just on YouTube, and I just streamed the whole concert. I'm like, damn, I didn't know he had that many hits,
bro.
And he was that fucking good on stage.
Back to back.
I'm like, damn, I know this song. I know this song too.
All of them.
Like, oh shit, that was him. Oh, he sing that. This motherfucker's
And the thing about him, bro, that's crazy is he can really, you can throw him on a song with 21 Savage, you can throw him on a song with Amigos, you can throw him on a song with Kenny Chesney, you can throw him on with anybody. And like, it just comes in clutch. Yeah. And like, I wish, like, I have like a decent pen, and I get hired for hooks and all that, and it's cool, but like, I wish my pen was that crispy. This man pulls a pen out of a gold box, and it's just like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, his shit is just hits after hits after hits. It's just one of those generational writers. They don't come very often. They're very rare. Him, and then whoever Drake's ghostwriters are. Like, I'm dead serious.
That group of producers.
Whoever it is, you know what I'm saying? He executes it right, but like, those people just, they're very few. and far between.
Chris Brown too.
Bruno Mars, yeah,
Yep.
Chris Brown. That motherfucker from Room 5, what's his name?
Adam Levine.
That dude, yeah, he can. I be hearing his shit in the fucking, and he's like one of those dudes you can hear in the like Walmart. It's like fucking, you're like, I heard this voice before, so I'll just just feeling it, you know. You're like, God damn, Adam Levine killing this shit right now, you know. But those are generational writers. But yeah, Post Malone be somebody I really would love to work with.
Hard,
He's the best, man. Yeah.
All right. When life gets tough, who's your crutch?
My mom and my girl.
Oh.
Yeah, more so my girl, honestly. I love my mom, but like I'm just older now, you know.
Yeah.
Out of the house, you know, just kind of. So my girl really is my like, yeah. Cause you know how it is meeting like a lot of women, right? Like I don't know, it's just, and me being an artist, I get a lot of attention, so I really don't know somebody's intentions
Yep.
because of the attention.
Yep.
But yeah, my girl, you know, it's just more so like she had to basically prove that she was really down for me because I did not accept it, you know. And I still have a problem accepting love, but like she's just definitely been there for me, just nonstop, you know. Just, you know, when she met me, we were actually just talking about this outside. It's hilarious. We were smoking and we were talking about like when she met me, I was just living at the studio, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, I had like just decided like I'm gonna hit this music shit full speed, and she knows how stressed I'd be. She's like, you need to enjoy life. She's like, don't you enjoy the journey? And I'm just like, not really. I'm just always like, I like make a shot and I go to the next one. I'm like, I'm never like satisfied with it, you know. And she kind of just allowed me to sit back and like learn my feelings and know who I am and just kind of appreciate what I have and what I've built, and be okay with sometimes just like sitting back and like just like I said, drinking fucking coffee or some shit, you know what I'm saying? Just like enjoying yourself, just fucking like relaxing. And it's easier said than done, you know. I still have a problem with it to this day, but she's really been a solid for me, you know. And I definitely owe her a lot. I even said that to her in the text. I just owe her a lot.
Clap it up for her.
Yeah, facts. Facts. I love my baby. She's the best.
I'm gonna give me one day.
Oh, I already know you will.
But I can't take these bitches serious.
Hey, she came out of nowhere. I prayed, no cap, bro. I prayed for her. I went to my brother's, get this, she got the same birthday as my dead brother.
Oh shit.
The same birthday as him, right? So I remember like going to his grave and like seeing him. I do this periodically, like when I have like big things happen in my life, I go to him, share to him, and talk to him. Yeah. And I remember sitting down, I was like, yo, send me, just like, cause you know how we talk. I was like, send me a bad bitch that I love, that has me fucking just down, that just like is there for me, I can build a family with. And not even like 2 weeks later, like some chick like just starts liking, like I'd run an ad, and I don't run ads very often on Instagram. She finds it and just like likes it and like starts messaging me and just like kind of like sees my music, and we're just chopping about music at first, right? And then next thing you know, it just ends up being like the love of my life, you know what I'm saying? It was just like real random, and I'm sitting there talking to her. And I was like, what's your birthday? And she told me my birthday. I was like,
and that's when you knew it was me.
Bruh, like I'm talking like, I remember where I was at. I was actually right downtown by the art museum. Yeah. Going up, what's that, Broadway, I think? And I was like turning off, what's that, 12th? To get down to the highway, or 8th. And I remember her telling me that. I was like, no fucking way. I was like, that's my like my hair on my arms was standing up, and I was like, you son of a bitch, you son of a bitch. Then I met her and it was just all over, you know what I'm saying? Just,
that's fucking dope, bro.
Yeah, she got me, you know what I'm saying?
That's fucking dope.
Yeah, it was really cool. She got me high at Meow Wolf, and I freaked out too. There was that. Was that our second date or first date? Second date. It was second date. She got me high as fuck. I stopped smoking weed for a bit.
Scared.
I just hit the weed pen and I was just like freaking out at me. I was like, holy shit, you know. but then she got me. She got me then too. That's all I knew. Like 2 dates in, she was already like, you okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, not like, you're acting weird. Yeah, you know how these bitches are. Man up. Yeah, why you acting weird? Why you acting like a bitch? She's like, damn, all right, fuck, you know. But she was real sweet. She's a sweetheart. She's a little angel.
That's a dub right there. That's a winner.
Yes, sir.
All right, we about to get real simple now.
Let's do it.
Mexican food or seafood?
Mexican food. I'm Mexican.
Smoke or drink?
Smoke.
You watch sports?
Yeah.
Best sports moment of all time?
Leon Edwards and Kamaru Usman, that last second head kick. I ain't never seen nothing like that, and I never ran around the studio like that in my life. It was crazy because I knew it was over. I was like, this is over, and then just I think it was the last, like, maybe I'm being exaggerated, 3 seconds. I think it was like the last like 30 seconds, okay? But still, this dude just comes in and just throws a head kick from hell and just flatlines this dude and just wins the title. And it was beautiful. That's like why we watch sports. And that's my favorite sport is MMA. That's just like, that's how I lost a lot of weight. So I love that shit,
The perfect sandwich.
Oh, it's easy. You get out of pool, bologna, cheese, a little bit of mayo, and you're good. That like after pool sandwich that you get, it's real simple. But
the after pool,
there's nothing
chips on that shit.
There's nothing better. Yeah, little burritos on it. But like you can go anywhere gourmet sandwich, but there's nothing like that sandwich you had when you were a kid when you got out of the pool. You come out of the pool, your mom's making, and you hand you the chips. You put it on there, crunch it down, eat that. Can we have sandwiches for dinner tonight? That's what we having.
It's something about the chips sticking to the mayo.
It's just beautiful.
I don't know what it is.
It's beautiful.
It's fire, bro.
It's beautiful. It's okay to admit it's fine. I know you're from the black community. I'm Mexican. A lot of people hate on the hill, but I'm gonna eat that shit because it's wonderful. It's fucking beautiful.
Go smash that shit. All right, greatest shoe of all time.
Jordan 1. That's pretty easy, honestly. I ain't gonna lie. I have some on right now. Jordan 1 just because it's just a simple silhouette. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's classic. It works. You can wear it with a suit. You can wear it with jeans. You can wear it with shorts. You can literally wear it with anything in the world. It's just the perfect design.
I've had one pair of Jordan 1s. They hurt my feet, so I stopped wearing them. But then again, I was like 50 pounds heavier. I had the all black ones.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. These ones are nice. These are the pine something. I don't fucking know what they're called. I don't know. I got so many now at this point.
We'll get a photo of the motherfuckers. We can put them up during the interview.
Yeah, I can even show them. It's cool. I'll take them off. Y'all can see. These are the ones right here.
Motherfuckers clean.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But no, these are nice. I just like them because they're comfortable. But I also have like a good foot arch. If you have flat feet, these are not the shoes for you. You know what I'm saying? These are just not the shoes for you because it's
I'm flat-footed like a motherfucker. And very wide.
You would like Air Max 97s or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You would like those. Those would do good.
I got a pair of those.
Yeah, they're good.
I've never been a super shoe geek. I'm like comfortable in like Reebok Classics.
Yeah. You wear slides a lot?
Yep.
Careful with those, they'll fuck your knees up.
Man, my knees are already bad. Yeah, I'm gonna get out these motherfuckers.
Yeah, you got to, man. It's just at the crib though, you gotta have them on.
Yeah, that's
a must.
That's pretty much it. All right. As an engineer, say you're engineering an artist, you first walk in, or you know what I'm saying, he chilling, he setting up, he getting into his mode. What's something a rapper can say that could immediately turn you off during the session? Like, nigga, I'm not feeling this no more.
Not much. I'm pretty good. You gotta do a lot to get in my skin. I've just seen so much over the years that I built like a callus. Yeah. Even like the stupid questions, or like, yo bro, you got auto-tune? You know what I'm saying? Or like just like random things, you know, that kind of might make you itch or like cringe a little bit, you know, those kinds of things. But there's not much.
You know what gets me?
Yeah.
Like when I engineer here for people, when they stand right over me.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Like, sit down.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
I take my answer back. No, that's a great. But that would happen. I feel like I'm more, because like we've worked a lot, you know what I'm saying? So like I know you, you know, and like, so like it's more like cool, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so, but like if I don't know you and like you're around and I meet you, it's more like, hey, what's up, how you doing? So it's more of like an intimidating factor, I guess you could say. People have told me that. They're like, oh, like you kind of just seem not friendly. So, but like it's good though. That's a good thing when you don't want them all up in your shit, you know what I'm saying? Because then they see you're cool, but they still have that kind of reservedness, right? So it's kind of like, okay, don't fuck with that dude because he's cool, but I'll tell you.
You gotta maintain that balance.
And like there's been times, a thing that a motherfucker can actually do that's not like a word or what they say is if a dude's got guns in studio and I see that laser go above anywhere near me, I will turn around immediately and tell that motherfucker put that shit down. I don't care how bad you think you are. I don't care what you think you are. Like, you better never point your fucking gun at me ever again. Because that shit pisses me off. Because that little cousin just recently died. Actually, they were in a party in the Westwoods, and some dude was playing, and he thought he emptied out everything, forgot there was one in the chamber, and pulled it at my cousin and shot him in the head. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I just do not. Before that, I didn't take kindly to it. After that, I definitely don't take kindly to that shit, you know?
That's how I am with I've had a couple guns in here and shit, but you know, usually they have some etiquette. But like them video shoots, you know what I'm saying? They want to do that typical shit. Can't do it. I got 2 videos where motherfuckers just pointing guns, like some early videos. It's like, nah.
And even then, like I'm literally gonna grab your fucking gun
and make sure.
And I'm checking your shit that there's nothing in there. But you really need to have this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
cause it's one thing to ask them, like, man, that shit empty, right? Oh yeah. Nah, let me see it.
No, I don't care what y'all into. I don't care who you think's pulling up. Then you have a dude stand over on the side, prepared.
You need security. Have someone be security.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, no, fuck no. Yeah, no. Then again, I don't do video shoots for people like that anyway, so I really don't need to. It's kind of like an extra thing, right?
Yeah, I veered from it too.
Yeah, fuck them.
All right. Yeah, that was kind of negative. All that shit.
That was good.
Yeah. All right, let's change the energy. What is your fucking rappers?
Your face is classic. This man looked up and said, "All right."
I just gotta tell you, I hate negativity, bro. Like even a little bit, I'm like,
oh yeah, let's make you cringe.
All right, yeah, let's switch the energy.
Let's switch it.
What is your happiest moment this year?
Damn, that's a good one. I don't know, it's been a fucking crazy roller coaster year. I've had a lot of good moments, a lot of low moments. Best moment. I ain't really gonna even honestly know. It's just all good, bro. Like I just get to like I said, get to create. It's not like anything that's like been like a big, I don't ever let myself get too high anymore. I like to stay constant. I know no answer is not a good answer, but it really is not. There really is an answer of a moment where I'm like, yo, that's like that moment, you know? Like, I think maybe when we sold out Oscar Blues, that was cool. That was super dope. And like seeing me, my brother Age, like we worked really hard in getting the recognition we deserve. You know what I'm saying? I think that was really a big moment, and seeing all the people, me selling, 100 plus tickets, my other homeboy selling 100 plus tickets, and then 50, 20, just seeing everybody work together, come to
fill that bitch up.
And it was just packed to the point where like you couldn't even see like everybody in the back. My parents had to sit in a table all the way in the back, and
that's a good thing.
They're like, we left, we couldn't get it like through the crowd to get to you, just like that. I think that was a big moment because it was just more so a lot of hard work and like promotion, and it just kind of came through. And I was like, yo, I know we can do this shit. Like look at this. I was like, oh, we can do this. It's super easy. I think that's a good one right there. Yeah.
Hard. Yeah. What's the very first thing you do when you wake up? As soon as you open your eyes?
Probably either move the dog that's next to me, our dog Abby, or I'm like waking up to a cat calling on my chest or the cat Levi. After that, I check my watch, make sure nobody messaged me, and then I go take a piss, and then I smoke. Typically it was that way, yeah.
Top 3 albums of all time, any genre.
Top 3 albums of all time, any genre. Damn, that's a hard one. There's so many. I'm gonna say Nirvana's self-titled album, Nirvana. That one just changed music in general, like for the time period, right? That just was crazy. We actually were in Seattle. Her parents live out there, and we went to the Music Hall of Fame thing, whatever they have. They have like this museum out there, and they had like the wing, and just like their span was so short, but like, bro, like how much impact they had like on the world was crazy. From the style to the music sound to how the record industry like really treated different artists, and just like what artists they were willing to bring in. And you saw a lot of copycats, kind of follow suit. So I'd say Nirvana definitely. I think EPMD, Strictly Business. That's like an old school album. But that was like that trunk music, right? That shit was like, I still listen to that to this day. Like I remember hearing that. I think it was my cousin Angel. My cousin was married to this dude named Angel, and he like showed me. He had like a whole record place down like in his basement, and fucking had the turntables and all that shit. Right. I remember playing EPMD. Yeah, I remember hearing that, and it was just like really weird. Like Eric Sermon is just like not the best rapper, but like he's like the best. He's a really good producer, and he can like really write a beat and like make you feel comfortable. And then Parrish comes in, he's got that deep voice, and it's just like really just like daunting kind of like deep voice. You're like, oh, okay, this is kind of vibe, like I like it. And next thing you know, you're like learning the lyrics, and then you're kind of, the beat comes on, and it's like a background music to like life. It's never like a kind of song you're gonna like listen to intently and like I'm gonna listen to this and like, oh, that bar is crazy.
Yeah.
But I think that was like the entry level for the people that were not the best, but they had like the most work ethic, and they really knew how to put a song together. That's really what Eric's good about. He's really good at putting a song together. Like that Marvin Gaye Just Like Music he has, where he has like Marvin Gaye on the hook. And he literally got Marvin Gaye's estate to fucking put it as featuring Marvin Gaye, which is a GOAT in my name. Bro, you ain't gonna be able to do that.
Big one.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
Like but he did it. You know what I'm saying? He did it, and nobody's done it since. Think about that. Nobody's ever featured Marvin Gaye ever. You know? So then we got, so that's 2 albums. Third one. I don't know, there's so many, bro. But Biggie, Ready to Die. That's an easy one for me. I grew up listening to that constantly. But there's like millions of other albums I would put up there if you asked me tomorrow.
See, Biggie, I kind of can relate to Biggie. I kind of can relate Biggie to like Nirvana. Like, and even Pac.
How so?
As in like they spans was so short. Because Biggie's span was 3-4 years.
Yeah, I think he dropped what, like 93, 94, and then he was gone by 97.
So like
ish.
Pac the same way.
Yeah.
91, 96.
Yeah, 96 died in 96.
Like, that's a short amount of time.
Yeah, I mean they were both what, 26, 24, kids. Something like that. Yeah, they were babies.
Kids, but it's like they impact is like legendary. Like, just imagine if they were here.
I always think about that. I always think like if Biggie was here, like how the record industry would look. Would it be different? You know what I'm saying? Like what would have happened? Or like would their legend have died? Would they have not been who they are because they didn't die?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Would there be a Jay-Z? Would there be, there's so many ifs, which is a crazy thing to think.
But I will say, I think music will still sound how it sounds today.
You think so?
I think it would have still evolved the same way.
I think it would have been something completely different, but I think it would have evolved in the same fashion. But I think the music would have sounded maybe not as like messy. I think there had been more attention to like keeping things structured and not even subject, like, but just more structured, like actually like trying, you know what I'm saying? Like just trying, you know, just putting a little effort behind it. But I definitely do agree. Yeah, it would have probably still kind of taken this trajectory, because it's always been about money. And even them, even though we liked their music, they were still pushing the same thing that a lot of these younger dudes in Chicago are pushing, you know what I'm saying? So it's no different. Even though we want to think it is, it's not.
Man, what's the most important thing you've ever done?
Chose to keep living. That one. That's the most important one. I think people who deal with mental health issues, like when you get to that point, like really, like we're really ready to do that. Yeah. You know? I think that was really important, because I couldn't imagine how that would have affected everybody in my life. I think the pain that I was dealing with, thankfully, I to this day, like I said, I still struggle with certain things, but it's just day and night of how I was. But I think that would have just been selfish, and like it just would not have been an equal amount of pain, right? It just, the weight would have been so drastically different on them than what I was feeling. So I think that was a really important one. Just choose myself and like choose to like be here. Yeah, I relate. Yeah, I've definitely have my belts to where I choose to be here for them. Yeah, because if I remove myself, they gonna be fucked up. What they do? Yeah, what are they gonna do? You know?
Yeah,
yeah. But
like the people who love me gonna be fucked up for a long time.
I also feel like a bitch too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I felt like a punk. I'd be mad at me. I'll be mad at me. Plus, like, you know, I grew up Catholic, and like, if you kill yourself, they say you go to hell. And I would never want to like test that out. Right. I don't want to test that theory. Right. I ain't trying to test that. I don't like hot. You know what I'm saying? I don't like hot.
I think I'm sweating right now. I don't like hot either.
Yeah, nah. I'm good. I'll take Golden Rivers or whatever over some hot. You know, whatever they got for me, I'll take it.
All right, last question. Not even a question. Finish the sentence. If I didn't have my creative outlet,
kill somebody.
Dead. True. Everybody gonna die.
No, I'm not some school shooter shit. I just beat people in the head like on some GTA shit. On the bat, just smack them motherfuckers. No.
Come on.
I'd be really rude to waiters for sure. On the low end, I'd be really rude to a waiter. On the high end, I kill somebody. So it should be all bad. Be all bad. It just wouldn't be a good time if I didn't have my creative outlet. Everybody would suffer. It'd be a bad fucking time.
I think that'd be wrong with like, that's what's wrong with like assholes. They just don't have no outlet.
Yeah, they definitely don't have no outlet.
Just walk around uptight, go to work, come home, you mad. You at work, you mad. You got the stove, mad. What the fuck you mad at?
Yeah, just
go draw a picture or something.
Start working out and shit.
Yeah, what you working out for, mad? Like,
start listening to Andrew Tate. I don't masturbate. Like, bro, maybe you need to.
You need release, motherfucker.
You're angry right now, bro. You're really buff, but you're really angry. So maybe pull it back a little bit. It's okay. You can have a Twinkie. It's fine, bro.
Go sip some tea. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Put on the headphones.
Have a burger.
Like,
just relax.
Man. You might can sing. Try it.
Yeah. You'll be all right. You can miss the gym a couple days. You'll be cool. It's all right. Yeah, people be angry as fuck for no reason. No.
Man, all the time. All right, interview's over. This is the segment of the episode where I tell my guests to talk their shit. So at this point, you can look in the camera, say anything you want to whoever you want, however you want. Promote your socials. Yeah. Tell them what you got coming up. Just
cool.
Talk your shit.
I just dropped a video called Water Park on YouTube. It's a fun song. It's about a woman that has a water park between her legs. You know what I'm saying? So we dropped the video. My boy Pape shot it. My brother, my Canadian brother. Like I said, it's on YouTube. YouTube / I think at Westwood Pat is what it pops up as. But other than that, Spotify, Westwood Pat. I think it's still the /, but you can search Pat Anthony as well. Instagram, Westwood Pat. TikTok, the Westwood Pat. And yeah, just follow me. I have some content coming up. I'm just trying to just do creation, just kind of just like build like a creative empire, you know what I'm saying? Just do on the videos, get that going, get some workers there and just all that. So y'all just watch the journey, and hopefully when we watch this back 10 years from now, I'll be in a place way higher than I am right now. That's all I gotta say.
Hell yeah. I'm Vic Carter.
The GOAT.
This is Pat Anthony.
Yes, sir.
This has been another episode of What's Good.